NFL 24, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Raiders and the 49ers, and it's coming up next.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they've got all W's on the ledger so far. A perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
Purdy throw complete here to Ayuk.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Raiders at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's
under pressure now. He's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into...
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Kenneth Murray. Loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make the play? Because he's made all the plays so far, so I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Pick up of 2 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Pass it to Hyatt on the out route.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
At the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dance into his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Down right around the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by Carlson is good. And lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their 1st quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. He's going to try and do this himself.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
You look at this Raiders defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first. Out a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Nice little juke. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard pickup. Second and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at the 20. The tight end in motion right. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And the ball is knocked out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
On 1st down, it's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield. That's interference. Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd down and 6 now.
At the 49ers 32-yard line.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder. Absolutely fooled the quarterback up.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. That time a 9-play drive.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return
I didn't know George Kittle played for the Raiders.
Will come out to the 25-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
A little football football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And the Raiders have got him.
Javon Kinlaw
in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start with an interconference matchup. The LA Rams on the road in Denver, and it's the home team who are out in front. The Florida State product, Cam Akers, with a touchdown run. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Najee Harris, well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one all tied. We saw former rushing champ Jonathan Taylor be a big-time factor in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out for the second half. Time for us to go back to Levi's Stadium as we'll hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 40. Yards on the return, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line.
This is Samuel.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they finally do the 27. A big play there for the Niners. 40 yards on the ground. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Purdy from the gun. That is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it, because you're running away from people on it.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Here's Samuel. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
49ers field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself, because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in 1 play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. Down to the 42, 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Hubbard will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run. Catch it, and he gets it done.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And here's a throw. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. They'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On first down, Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
That's another 49er. First and 10.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Purdy will throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards. First down, Raiders.
They'll look to throw again.
It gets it right back to Mayer.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Again, it's Taylor.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away.
I don't know what route he was running. He's supposed to run across the field, and he did like a post or something.
Someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. 3rd and 4. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
This is taken at about the 14.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They run once more with Taylor.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Purdy and the Niners down by 11, a minute 50 to play.
They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it 1st down.
Purdy to throw.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Here's 2nd down.
It's a 10-yard loss.
Throwing, Purdy.
At the 15-yard line.
And he's going to go down again.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Here's Purdy.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Purdy to throw.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So this one, a victory for the Raiders. So for Las Vegas, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.